The room felt smaller now. The interrogator sat across from Riley, repeating the same questions, telling him again and again that the jungle incident didn't happen. But the fear had long since left him. In its place was something colder: acceptance. Whatever was happening, whatever his fate was meant to be, he was beginning to understand that he might never truly leave this place. Then, the door opened. The interrogator's head turned mechanically toward the disturbance, but he said nothing. Without hesitation, Riley sprang from his seat, slamming his shoulder into the suited figure. The interrogator toppled over like a mannequin, hitting the ground in an unnatural heap, limbs twisting awkwardly. There was no sound of pain, no struggle, only the eerie, mechanical whir of something resetting. Riley didn't wait. He ran. The hallways were empty. No guards, no voices, nothing. As he sprinted through the corridors, retracing his steps, the flickering returned. The walls, the floors, the doors, they shimmered, glitched, phasing between reality and something else. The world itself felt unstable. He barreled up a stairwell, taking the steps two at a time, lungs burning. Then, a hallway he recognized. The exit. Relief flooded him as he sprinted toward it, but then his eyes locked onto a door with a familiar nameplate. Sarah. His breath caught in his throat. He hesitated, then stepped forward, hand trembling as he turned the knob. Inside, Sarah sat at her desk. Still. Too still. "Sarah," he whispered. Her head jerked upward, mouth stretching far beyond human capability. The scream that erupted from her was not human. It was layered, a sound that scraped against the inside of Riley's skull, primal and raw. He staggered back, heart hammering, and fled. He burst through the exit and into the open air. The base was empty. Vehicles stood abandoned, doors left ajar, equipment scattered about as if the people who had once manned them had simply ceased to exist. Riley's breath was ragged as he moved, grabbing gear, checking a rifle, making sure it was loaded. He had no plan, only instinct. Then he saw it. The base perimeter no longer led to the desert terrain he had known. Instead, the jungle loomed ahead. It had moved. Or worse, he had never truly left it. A voice broke the silence, but it wasn't in English. It was something deeper, older, words that slid into his mind but carried no meaning. Riley turned. The interrogator stood before him, unscathed. Beside him stood another figure, identical in every way, save for a differently colored suit. The two figures regarded him, saying nothing. Then, another voice. "Quickly, you fool! Come to me!" Riley turned toward the jungle's edge. Yellow, glowing eyes peered at him from the shadows. The tiger. "Now! Quick!" Riley ran. He didn't think. He just moved. The moment he crossed the threshold into the jungle, the tiger turned and ran alongside him. Trees blurred past, vines and roots clawing at his boots. But he pushed forward. Breathless, he finally spoke between gasps. "What is happening? Am I dead?" The tiger's voice was steady. "No, but I don't know exactly what's going on either. Something at the heart of this jungle is angry, and it's causing all of this." Riley swallowed hard, legs burning. "Who are you? What are you exactly?" The two came to a clearing, pausing, satisfied that, for now, they were safe. The tiger turned to him, its luminous gaze piercing. "I don't know how to describe to you what I am. My appearance is what your mind can comprehend. I simply took this form." Riley exhaled sharply. "You're a shapeshifter, then? A mimic of sorts?" "In a way, yes," the tiger admitted. "But not exactly. The things in this jungle, myself included, are part of the same force that created it. The only things that were not of this jungle were you and your squad. Riley wiped sweat from his forehead. And now something here is angry? Yes. The tiger's tail flicked, and I don't know what it wants. Riley looked at the jungle around them, the shifting reality, the flickering remnants of the base behind him. He took a slow breath and nodded. You may not really be a tiger, but I'm not going to last long in this place. He shouldered his rifle, cracking his knuckles. Up to try and stop whatever's going on? The tiger was silent for a long moment, staring into Riley's face. Then, finally, it blinked. Let's go. Together, they ventured deeper into the jungle to meet their fate.